having a great day, I think. Just got some new strings on this bad boy. I'm going to play a couple tunes that I wrote and maybe some other ones that some other people wrote. We'll see. Feel it out. This one's called Empty Circle, though. Sorry. The strings are brand new, so I'm still stretching them out and trying to make them unsquirrely. What up, Chuck? Long time no see. Yeah, my friend. Swap meet. OC swap meet. I was a table, and now I'm a rug. It's raining outside. Your shoes are covered in mud. I was a Christmas tree, but now it's past Christmas Day. I got tossed out with a crumbled gift wrapped me thrown away. Ooh, it was fun while I stayed. Sorry. Ooh, now I'm left here feeling slanted, walking in footsteps that seem to be mine, a snowy path of prints through a forest of pine. Off in the distance, there's a vanity light. It shines through the window of my home at night. Ooh, wearing the same clothes I wore yesterday. Ooh, chill of snow numbs my pain as this crooked line became an empty circle. I was opine, now I'm not verbal. I am a footnote to your storyline. I'm on loan, you're someone else's wife. A tiny table, the setting for one. The holiday supper has already begun. Ooh, as a child lost in the woods at night. Ooh, I search for a pathway towards the light. As this crooked line became an empty circle. gold. I was opine, but now I'm not verbal. Hey, thanks everybody. That is a song that I wrote called Empty Circle. If you like it, it's on an album called Empty Circle, which is available on my Bandcamp, and it's also on Spotify and Apple Music and all that stuff on an album called Phi, which is with my band. But I'm a singer-songwriter from Los Angeles, California. If we're not acquainted or you don't subscribe to the channel or whatnot, you're more than welcome to do that if you'd like to. I'm always stoked to have people that are encouraging of the things I make. That's a cool thing. Let's play another original for you. I kind of want to try this one out. This one's brand new. And it's about the unconscious mind and artists, how we're constantly trying to tap into that, whatever that is, to come up with creative things. And it's called Rare Bird. I am the rarest of bird, friendly and forthright and taciturn, singing melody I swear I never heard, unconsciously chauffeured. I'm a rare bird. I like action in hand, reaching for something thoughts didn't command, certifiably absurd, or so I've heard, unconsciously chauffeured. I'm a rare bird. We are remarkable brightness of creature, mysterious ways and colorful features, idiots and sages, paradoxical phrases, mazes of every kind. I could be sleight of hand. There was a bird who sang, yet it vanished again. I could roll up my sleeve or repeat the prestige that just occurred. Then again, I'm a rare bird. We are remarkable brightness of creature, mysterious ways and colorful features, idiots and sages, paradoxical phrases, mazes of every kind. I am the rarest of bird, friendly and forthright and taciturn, singing melody I swear I never heard, unconsciously chauffeured. I'm a rare bird. Sorry. I'm a rare bird. I'm a rare, That's called Rare Bird. If you like it, I just did a video of it recently, I think, on YouTube. I don't have it recorded yet. It's so brand new. I wrote it while I was on the road. But thank you all for being here. My name is Mike Vitale, Brother Chuck. Yeah, got a nice group of people in here today. All right. Let me do a cover, because covers are fun too. Man, I'm so stoked to have some new strings on this guitar. It was abysmal, but I've been so poor lately that I haven't been able to afford buying any strings. But I had a little bit of dough today, so I thought, man, I'm kicking down for some strings. And this has been such a good executive decision. And I'm so stoked to have you here and be playing for y'all. I've been teaching myself Afro-Cuban music as I've found the time, and I'm getting a little bit better at it. But this is one of the first songs I ever tried learning, and it's called Chan Chan. Alto Setra voy para Macané, luego a Cuarta voy para Mayarí. Alto Setra voy para Macané, luego a Cuarta voy para Mayarí. El cariño que te tengo yo no lo puedo negar. Si me sale la papita yo no lo puedo evitar.
chachan en el macera, harina como saceda, el ibe, chanchale y batera. De vaya que yo me quiero sentar en el que tronco que vio y así no puedo llegar. Alto centro voy para Macané, luego a cuarta voy para Madrid. Alto centro voy para Macané, luego a cuarta voy para Madrid. Alto centro voy para Macané, luego a cuarta voy para Madrid.
All right, that was Chan Chan by Buena Vista Social Club. I'm going to play another one of my own. This is a Latin song that I wrote. That's called Drunk on Your Mystique. I wrote it while I was living in Long Beach, California. I moved to Los Angeles about 6 years ago, I think it's been now. And I've lived in Fullerton and Anaheim. I grew up in Visalia, California, which is in the Central Valley of California. If you've never been. Where are you all based out of? Let's see here.
Near those unfamiliar waters, I heard the stall of passing ships. Was that an estuary harbor? It was shaped just out the contour of your hips. An invitation set us out the under every ink. Poetry in a beauty mark written beneath your lips. Single spot of punctuation of a soft and in a whisper, sipping on a bad seat with a drunk on your mistake. Am I governed by a trade wind? Nudged along by changing tides. It's an ebb and flow towards harbor that penetrates shore of the generous divide. Yeah. An invitation set us off the under every poetry in a beady mark written beneath your lips. Single spot of punctuation, whether soft and brief. In a whisper, sipping on a fantasy, but the drunk on your mistake. Invitation settled softly under every quips. The poetry in a beauty mark written beneath your lips. A single spot of punctuation, however soft and brief. In a whisper, sipping on a fantasy with a drunk on your mistake. Oh yeah, sipping on a fantasy with a drunk on your mistake. Oh yeah, sipping on a fantasy with a drunk on your mistake. Oh yeah, sipping on a fantasy with a drunk on your mistake. Oh yeah, sipping on a fantasy with a drunk on your mistake. Oh yeah, sipping on a fantasy with a drunk on your mistake. That one's called Drunk on Your Mystique. Yeah. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that a lot. Thank you. Thanks for tuning in. Man, the internet's pretty cool. I think it's rad that I can connect with people all over the place. Let's try this one out for a test drive. This is about a guy named Phineas Gage, who was a demolition foreman for the railroad company in the 1800s. And his job was to blow shit up. And this was before dynamite existed, so when you needed to blow things up, you drilled holes into stuff, filled it full of gunpowder, ran a fuse, and packed it full of sand over the top. And then you lit the fuse and ran. And that was his job. He did that every day. His job was to clear Felsenmeer and stone and boulders and so forth so they could lay down train tracks. He was a young man, and one day he forgot to put sand over the top of the charge. And so when he shoved this 1 meter long, 1.5 inches in diameter tamping rod made out of iron into the hole, it created a spark, ignited the gunpowder, and shot the rod right back into his face. And it went through his cheekbone and came out the very top of his head, left an enormous hole in the top of his head. There was brain matter all over the place. He was knocked off of his feet, was on his back for about 5 minutes. And then miraculously, his eyes opened. He got up and he was speaking to people with a humongous hole in his head. This is an absolutely true story. You can find his remains, like the skull and the tamping rod, at Harvard Medical School. So this is a totally real story. And I was so enamored by it when I first heard it. I heard it on Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend. It was him and Bill Hader talking about it. And I couldn't believe it and looked it up and then researched it and wrote this song. And I'm thinking about doing a companion piece afterwards because he lived for 12 years after this accident, which I just think is absolutely incredible. All right, this one's called The Curious Case of Phineas Gage in His Brain. Phineas Gage cleared the Felsenmeer stone to level the ground. He was a dead nation foreman for the Rutland and Burlington Railway westbound. He drilled holes deep in the mounds of boulders and stone and rocky terrain. Fully filled them up with gunpowder fuse and sand to buffer the charge and keep it contained. And in all these years of such a dangerous profession, I wonder if it ever crosses my mind to exercise discretion. Just tap down the goods with raw ingredients prime, but if God to buffer the charge with sand this time. Phineas, so what have you done? That 1 meter iron rod shot out like a gun. Lord knows you ducked it to get out of its way, but almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. Phineas, so how are you still standing? You're a miracle of science, you defy understanding. Cause Phineas, my friend, you got a great big hole in your head. Phineas looks around with a what's the matter wrinkled brow as his eyes dart around in his head. And his audience replies, the brain matter from your head is strewn about, I don't know. You're not dead! Workers and foremen shy for a physician. It might seem unique for Phineas to be in such a position. It's recommended that I take the rest of the day off on account that his insides are outside, and that alone seems like a lot to surmount. Phineas, so what have you done? That 1 meter iron rod shot out like a gun. Lord knows you ducked it to get out of its way, but but almost don't make outs, and horseshoes and hand grenades. Phineas, so how are you still standing? You're a miracle of science, you defy understanding. 'Cause Phineas, my friend, you got a great big hole in your head. 'Cause Phineas, my friend, you got a great big hole in your head. 'Cause Phineas, my friend, you got a great big hole in your head. So Phineas lived for 12 years after this accident happened, and he moved eventually to Chile. I think he lived with his mom for a very short period of time, and then struck back out on his own and moved to Chile, so to a foreign country, and drove horse carriages for people for about 12 years. I think it was the longest gig that he had afterwards. And he still died as a young man. I think he died in his late 30s, maybe made it to 40. But yeah, he didn't live a super long life. Anyway, that's kind of a newer one too that I've been toying around with. Yeah, let me play some older stuff. Man, what a treat to have you all here. Thank you. Let me consult my brain real quick. Hold on. No. There it is. Let me try this one out. This was 2 singles ago, so this is one of my newer songs. And it's about the end of a relationship. I was dating another musician for a while, another songwriter, and I like her as a person, but we weren't working as a couple. And this really made her angry initially. I mean, man, I felt like my feet were to the fire for quite some time afterwards, but we're cool, we're friends again now. But I was trying to write this really encouraging song about the whole thing, especially considering we're both trying to put positive vibes out into the world. And this is called Dandelion Seeds, and I figure that's what we are as artists, as we're putting dandelion seeds in the wind, you know? With dandelion seeds in the wind, a couple kids playing pretend, making wishes in the weeds, reading our future off of tarot cards and tea leaves, wandering around the bed, with one hand on the steering wheel, the other on the bitter air, reaching out towards stars, above a Hollywood sign and an ocean of cars. I have my opinion, but you're full of your own, and there's plenty of windshield time with our thoughts alone. Some go age, argue the truth is both moot and plural. Yet I'm still in love with a girl, still in love with a girl. With dandelion seeds in the wind, a couple kids playing pretend, making wishes in the weeds, reading our future off of tarot cards and tea leaves, wandering around the bed, with one hand on the steering wheel, the other on the bitter air, reaching out towards stars, above a Hollywood sign and an ocean of cars. I have my opinion, but you're full of your own, and there's plenty of windshield time with our thoughts alone. And some go age, argue the truth is both moot and plural. Yet I'm still in love with a girl, still in love with a girl, still in love love with a girl. Still in love with a girl. But dandelion seeds in the wind, a couple kids playing pretend, making wishes in the weeds, watching a future unfurl with a sudden gust of cool breeze. That one's called Dandelion Seeds. If you like it, I have a full band version of it that's available on all the different streaming services. There's also a lyric video here on YouTube for that. That I think turned out really cool. I made it during the pandemic, but released it more recently. But the pandemic was, wow, it wasn't that an ideal time to make things for a little bit before I lost my mind. Let's see here. This is a cowboy country song that I wrote. And it's about being able, speaking of pandemics, being able to go out and tour again in person and socialize with people and occupy spaces with them and give them hugs. I like all those things. This is called Coyote. Oh. Endlessly strolling in old desert dog, among sagebrush and bunch grass, and cactus and fog, slender and gingling, my bush tail sags as I trot through the desert, the cliff face and crag. Coyote, dee dee dee, I'm homely, forsaken and oh so lonely. Coyote, dee dee dee, I rode the open prairie. I'm scrawny to read, coarse hair to walk, looking over my shoulder to survey the law. Lifted lips smile, pearly whites unsheathed, but the rest of my face apologizes for teeth. Endlessly strolling in old desert dog, among sagebrush and bunch grass, cactus and fog, slender and gingling, my bush tail sags as I trot through the desert, the cliff face and crag. Coyote, dee dee dee, I'm homely, forsaken and oh so lonely. Coyote, dee dee dee, I rode the open prairie. I'm scrawny to rip, coarse hair to all, looking over my shoulder to survey the lawn. Lifted lips smile, pearly whites unsheathed, but the rest of my face apologizes for teeth. Endlessly strolling, no desert dog, among sagebrush and bunch grass and cactus and fall. Slender and gangling, my bush tail sags as I trod through the desert, the cliff face and crags. Kyle, dee-dee-dee, I'm wholly forsaken and oh so lonely. Kyle, dee-dee-dee, I roll the open prairie.
Thank you folks so much for listening. I'm very, very appreciative. I'm going to go visit a couple of other social media sites and play some music, but I'm so very thankful to have had the opportunity to play some tunes for you. I've got lots and lots and lots of them. I'm going to try to do this again tomorrow, probably in the morning. No worries if you're busy. It's Thanksgiving. So everybody have a great Thanksgiving, and I'm very appreciative. This was a lot of fun.